For a split second, his smirk faltered, only for a heartbeat, but it was enough to reveal the truth. Musa's words hadn't just pierced the silence, they had pierced him. Saber's grin twitched. He tried to laugh off the question.
What happened to me? Is that what's worrying you? I think you should be more worried about yourself.
But Musa didn't flinch. His voice remained calm, steady, but sharp as a claw.
Look around you, Saber. This place is empty. There's no one left to rule. No one here to be king for. You think fear makes you strong, that forcing others to bow makes you a king.
He glanced at the lions lingering in the shadows.
But they don't serve you out of loyalty. They serve you because they're terrified. Not of your enemies, but of what you'll do to them if they ever disobey. You rule over dust and frightened lions. And you call that power a kingdom?
Musa's gaze shifted to Keyless's broken body.
You attacked an old lion, someone who once stood beside our father, and you think that makes you strong? No, Saber. That just makes you look weak.
Saber let out a hollow laugh.
I see you've gotten wiser, Musa. Sharper tongue, steadier voice. Impressive. But let's not pretend, brother. We both know what really happened. You ran like a fool, left your whole family behind, like none of us ever mattered. And why, Musa? Because you were too weak to accept the truth that everyone else already saw.
He began circling Musa, his tone growing colder, crueler with each word.
They looked at me and saw a better leader in every way, and you just couldn't take it. What was so unbearable, Musa? That they chose me? That they wanted me, not you, to wear the crown? You couldn't stomach being second. Not when you were born first. Not when you were raised to believe the throne was yours by right.
He scoffed bitterly.
Go ahead and blame me all you want. Call me cruel. Call me a monster. But let's stop pretending. Let's talk about what really broke this pride.
His gaze flicked toward the sky, then back to Musa.
Let's talk about whose fault it is that our father died. Why our mother's heart shattered into pieces. Did you even think about her when you ran away? No, Musa. You didn't.
He took one last step forward, close enough to feel his breath.
So tell me, Musa, who was truly responsible for the fall of the Royal Crest Pride? Was it me, or was it you?
Saber knew exactly how to shatter Musa's confidence, how to break him from the inside out. Family, their mother, their father, that was Musa's weakness. His love, his soft heart, his guilt. And Saber? He was a master manipulator. Every word, every step, every look, carefully calculated. He had planned for this moment. Plan A, Plan B, dozens of outcomes, all mapped in his mind. And the best part? He hadn't even played his final move yet. Then Saber lifted his head and unleashed a thunderous roar.
And since we're talking about our dear mother, I have a surprise for you. Ha 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 ha. Come on, boys. Bring the girls.
From the darkness, movement stirred. Musa turned, and his blood froze. It was her, his mother, Isolde, but she wasn't alone. Beside her stood Nala. As they stepped into the pale light, the world seemed to freeze. From the bushes, Pico's eyes widened.
Oh no!
King Atlas staggered, his heart crashing against his chest. And Musa felt his entire world begin to unravel. They had captured Nala. Isolde's eyes locked onto her son, wide, glassy, overflowing with tears.
Musa?
She wanted to run to him, to wrap him in her embrace, to feel her child again, after so many years of heartbreak. He was alive. Her son, the one she had prayed for every single night. But terror gripped her just as tightly as love, because she knew exactly what Saber was capable of. And Nala stood trembling, her legs weak, her breath shallow. Her eyes darted between Musa and Atlas, silently pleading, terrified. The plan had failed. Saber had outmaneuvered them. Of course he had. Musa's stomach turned. His fists clenched. They had been watched all along, and he had walked right into it. How foolish he felt. How deeply he hated himself in that moment. And Saber simply watched and laughed, drinking in their pain like it was the finest reward.
Don't you dare, Saber. Leave them out of this. This is between you and me.
Saber burst out laughing, a cruel, mocking sound laced with venomous joy.
Oh, come on, brother. Why do you always think so poorly of me? I'm not that bad at all. I wouldn't dare hurt your pretty girlfriend, and don't worry, I didn't do anything to the ones you left behind. I spared them, just to prove I'm not the monster you think I am.
He grinned, then tilted his head, eyes glinting with twisted amusement.
By the way, I must admit I'm a little jealous, Musa. Your girlfriend's beauty, it's almost otherworldly.
Musa and King Atlas glared at him, fury burning in their eyes.
Calm down, boys. Calm. There's nothing to be so angry about.
The other lions around Saber laughed, a low, wicked chorus, clearly enjoying the moment.
Saber, please, don't hurt your brother. Please, he's your own blood. He's our family.
Saber's smile vanished. He turned sharply, eyes flashing with rage.
Our family. Our blood. He left you without a second thought. He abandoned us. Abandoned you like we meant nothing. He's the reason my father, your husband, is dead. And now you beg for him? Why would you want a son who ran from his family farm just to find a new one? And now he returns to take everything I've built. No!
Musa raised his head, pain in his heart, and looked at his brother.
All right, Saber. You're right. It's my fault. I ran away like a fool, and I live with that every single day. I can't express how deeply I regret what happened to our father, his death, the pain it brought to our pride, to our mother, to you. But all of this, doesn't have to end in more blood. Let's settle this between you and me. No more fallen lions, no more innocent lives thrown into the fire because of the mistakes we made. Yeah, we were brothers once, and maybe we can't go back, but at least we can stop this from going any further.
Even though Saber had long thirsted for this fight, he wasn't blind to the odds. Musa hadn't come alone. He brought lions, many of them. And while Saber still held power, his own pride had thinned over the years. Too many battles, too many losses. Some had died, others had fled. He couldn't risk an all-out war. Not now. Not when his numbers were weaker than they appeared. But Saber was clever, ruthless, a master of illusion. If brute strength wouldn't guarantee victory, then manipulation would. He met Musa's gaze, his expression shifting to something almost agreeable. But his eyes still burned with malice.
I agree with you, brother. No need for more bloodshed. But then again, a little blood never hurt anyone. Let's end this the old way. You and me, one fight, no interference.
He raised his chin, addressing the lions gathered around them, both his and Musa's.
Whoever wins takes it all. The land, the pride, Everything. Do you accept, King Musa?
King Atlas turned sharply to Musa, ready to protest. But Musa had already made up his mind.
Deal.
Saber smiled with satisfaction. Atlas clenched his jaw, frustration burning behind his eyes. He wasn't the only one. Nala's heart sank. Queen Isolde looked as if the air had been stolen from her lungs. She had just gotten her son back. And now, he was walking into a fight that could end with his death. She knew Saber. He wouldn't show mercy. This wouldn't be a duel. It would be a battle to the death. Around them, the lions stirred uneasily. This wasn't what they had planned. They came prepared for war, ready to fight side by side with Musa, not to stand by and watch him face the tyrant alone. But Musa stood firm, calm, steady, not out of pride, but out of purpose. He didn't want to see another pride torn apart. Not again. Not because of him, even if it meant his own life. He trusted Atlas. He knew that if things went wrong, Atlas would protect the pride and never bow to Saber. Even if Musa had agreed to his terms, that's why he chose to take the risk. It was better this way. Saber ordered his lions to fall back. Musa's pride did the same, though their retreat was filled with anxiety. Their eyes clouded with worry about how this would all end. Nala stood frozen, devastated. Queen Isolde pleaded with Saber, tears streaming down her face.
Please, don't do this. Don't fight your brother.
But nothing reached him. Not even his mother's cries could pierce the armor of rage and pride that cloaked his heart. Saber wanted this fight. He needed to prove, to himself, to them all, that he was the most powerful lion in the world.